Hello, what you doing? You got your butt to the camera? G'day, my name is Morrigan and this little one here is Harriet, and we are currently sitting in a semi-empty room in my new house that we are going to set up as a little foster kitten sanctuary. So I've put my name down with a couple of different animal rescue organisations. Haven't heard anything back yet, but that is very possibly due to Cyclone Alfred, I'm guessing. I know that a lot of them went into evacuation when the cyclone warning started, so they might just be gearing back up again and they don't have a lot of animals that they need to put into care just yet. I am going to continue on and start setting this space up. I've brought a couple of different pieces, some things to protect the floor because the floor in here is wood and some of the kittens might not be litter trained just yet, and some bedding and some toys and whatnot. So yeah, watch as I try and convert a pretty standard room into something that's a lot more kitten friendly. Okay, so what I've got so far is I kept some boxes from when I moved, and I'm going to try and create some sort of little kitten castle or something out of those. I've got some bedding that Harry is currently sitting in front of and checking out. This thing here is to protect the floor. I've got some mats I picked up secondhand on Facebook Marketplace as well. None of this is for you, babe. Hey? None of this is for you, I'm sorry. In here, I went to Kmart and just got some towels that I can use for the little babies. What you doing? And then I've got some toys and other little bits and pieces in here for them. I think the first thing I need to do is just sweep and mop the floor before I put anything protective down. So I'll get this cleaned up first. You're a dag, Harry. Okay, Harry, don't walk on the floor right now, please. So the floor is dry now, and Harry is still in the room. Hey? Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am, this is not your room. Okay, so sorry for the awkward angle, but now I'm going to try to cover the floor. So you're there so you can see me try and do that. So I grabbed this little baby mat that's waterproof off of Amazon. I don't know how much of the floor it's going to cover, but let's find out. So it turns out that she fits perfectly in between the door. Don't look at the other room, I haven't sorted that out yet. But between the wall and the wardrobe. So I think I'm going to put her there. One thing I've noticed though is that the creases are this way up, so I might flip her around and see if the other side is smoother, because I don't want dirt and other debris getting stuck in between all of these little lines on the mat. Yeah, I'm going to pop her this way and she can go in the doorway in. Now I got to figure out where I'm going to put the green foamy mats and see how much space they'll take up. Okay, so with what I've got, I am only covering, I don't know, 2/3 of the floor. Those boxes I'm going to pop along this side here and build like a little castle-y thing, or I'm going to try. But I've still got this part of the floor here that's uncovered, so I'm going to have to pop out and buy some more foam mats. Okay, so I picked up some more foam mats. Hopefully this is enough to cover the floor. I underestimated how big this room was, so here's hoping this is enough to cover everything. What do you think, Harry? I started out by painting 3 boxes with just some generic cream colored paint. I wound up doing 2 coats, they dried pretty quick. I then cut the tops of the boxes I would use for the 2 towers. I didn't measure this. I'm pretty relaxed when it comes to making things, or as my mates say, I'm a bit of a bull in a china shop. Then I set them up inside with 2 going vertically and 1 going horizontally. I cut the tops of the opening on each of the vertical boxes. I'm not the best with the box cutter, but I got the job done eventually. Then I just lined everything up, pretty roughly really, to make my little castle. I touched up the paint a little and then I got to work making the entrance. For this, I just drew and then cut out a cat face shape. Now the ears did turn out to be different sizes, but I'm willing to argue that it just makes the face a little more jaunty. To make the inside more pleasant and a place where the kittens would like to sleep, I put down a few spare blankets. Getting the blankets into the corners was slightly awkward, but not impossible. And lastly, I bought some garlands to put between the two towers. This is just for effect and because I thought it would make the whole thing a little bit prettier, and it did. And here is the final product. So I set up 2 more boxes in the rooms for the kittens to hide in. I bought one bed from Kmart and another bed from Amazon. They were both advertised as machine washable. Then I put down some scratching pads. I bought a bunch of toys for the kittens. These mouse toys are cute, but I didn't like the way they were held to the packet. I reckon these little plastic thingies would be pretty easy for a kitten to swallow if they were left on the ground. I brought a little scratching tunnel with some balls inside, and lastly some towels and some blankets. Okay, so that is job done for the day. I've gone and had a shower because it was boiling hot today and I was super sweaty by the time I was done, but overall I'm pretty happy with the results, and now I just have to cross my fingers and hope that somebody gives me some kittens to foster sometime in the near future. Bye for now, I'll see you on the next one.